Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. The best known New Year's Eve shows on radio and then television were hosted by band leader Guy Lombardo, who hosted 21 consecutive New Year's Eve shows from 1956 to 1976 on CBS. For a time in syndication, Lombardo's first radio broadcast on New Year's Eve was heard December 35th, December 31st, 1928 over CBS radio, and for a time even split hosting duties by broadcasting on CBS radio before midnight Eastern Time and NBC radio till after midnight. Lombardo would host 48 straight New Year's Eve broadcasts until his death in 1977. Famously performed the Auld Lang Syne by his Royal Canadians band as the clock struck midnight, ushering in the start of the new year. In the 1970s, Dick Clark felt that Guy Lombardo's New Year's specials were outdated and did not appeal to the younger viewers. He believed that only older viewers would be interested in watching big band music accompanied by people dancing cheek to jowl in their tuxedos and funny hats. In response, he decided to produce a more youthful New Year's Eve special of his own to compete. Clark's new program would be known as New Year's Rockin' Eve, a name chosen to signify the major contrast between his special and a more formal atmosphere of Guy Lombardo's special. The first edition, Three Dog Night, New Year's Rockin' Eve, was aired by NBC on December 31st, 1972, and was hosted by the members of the rock band Three Dog Night. The special featured members of the rock band Three Dog Night. I wrote that down too many times there. I'm not following my notes right. From the ballroom of the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California, by Helen Reedy, Bill Preston, and Three Dog Night. Dick Clark served as a reporter from Times Square for live coverage of the ball drop and the arrival of 1973. I'm going by my notes and somehow I'm not being able to follow them today. Its creator and namesake was entertainer Dick Clark, who conceived New Year's Rockin' Eve as a youthful competitor to Guy Lombardo's popular long-running New Year's Eve specials on CBS. The special first aired on December 31st, 1972. The first two editions were broadcast by NBC, hosted by Three Dog Night and George Carlin, respectively, with Dick Clark anchoring coverage from Times Square. Okay, somehow I mixed my notes up today. Sorry about that, folks. In 1974 to 1975, the program moved to its current home of ABC, and Dick Clark assumed the role of host. Since 2000 and 2001, the special has broadcasted segments in prime time alongside the main late-night broadcast, initially occupying the 10 p.m. hour. From 2011 to 2012 onward, the special has occupied the entirety of NBC's primetime schedules on New Year's Eve. Following the death of Guy Lombardo and the decline of CBS specials, New Year's Rockin' Eve grew in popularity and became dominant in New Year's special on U.S. television. New Year's Rockin' Eve has consistently remained the highest rated New Year's Eve special broadcast by the United States major television networks. Its 2002 edition peaked at 22.6 million home viewers, not including viewers watched from watching from public locations, which were not yet measured by the Nielsen at the time. The series has most been recently renewed throughout at least 2028 to 2029. And the 1980 edition was co-hosted by Aaron Morin and John Snyder of Happy Days and the Dukes of Hazzard, respectively, and continued with Clark's goal to showcase acts that represented the previous year by featuring Barry Manilow, Blondie, Chick, the Oak Ridge Boys, and the Village People as performers. The 1988 edition was co-hosted by China Beach and cast members Mark Hellenberger and Brian Wimmer from the Coconut Grove Club at the Ambassador Hotel. In 1990, New Year's Eve fell on a Monday, and the night that ABC broadcasted Monday Night Football game between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints, featuring that his special would not start on time, Clark asked ABC to move the start time 1 hour early to 8 p.m. Eastern Time so that the special would run on its normal time. Mark Curry and Holly Robinson of ABC sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper co-hosted for the 1993-1994 with segments at Walt Disney World featuring performances by acts such as Brooks and Dunn and Kiss, along with the marriage of two California firefighters, Laura Turpin and Bob Hunting. And then we also have Dick Clark that hosted New Year's Eve annually from 1973 through 1990 and through 1999, and from 2001 to 2004. And for 2000, Clark participated in ABC's News Day-long ABC 2000 telecast, joining overall host Peter Jennings for coverage from Times Square. New York 2004, Dick Clark suffered a stroke, which resulted in Regis Philbin serving as guest host, and due to lingering speech impediments from the strokes, Clark ceded the hosting duties to Ryan Seacrest, and the following year, but he continued to make limited appearances as co-host until his death in 2012. Hosting solo since the 2012 to 2013 edition, Seacrest has currently been joined by Lisa Koshy as correspondent from Times Square, with actor and singer Billy Porter hosting the New Orleans segments, and Clara hosting the Hollywood concert segments. So there you go. I've really jumbled this. I didn't take my time with the notes. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I kind of wanted to get this video out today because it was kind of a blooper video, and it kind of teaches me that I need to pay a little bit more attention to what I'm writing instead of going round robin quite often. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It gave you a little bit of history of New Year's Rockin' Eve. A lot of people would say it would be Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. For many years we called it Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, but it's an iconic program that most of us really enjoyed growing up. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Share with your friends. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. I promise you I have a really, really good video for them all. And you know what, like always, keep on rocking. I need to get some coffee.